sit down and think of what a beautiful world, what a beautiful place the world is going to be when we don't have flagpole rags with somebody putting their face on the sun, right? That's just crazy. What? Right. It's a big ball of burning gas. Yeah, if we didn't have it, this little ball with life for us to recognize life wouldn't exist. It's just a big ball of burning gas. Yeah. It's that neat the way gravity comes together with photosynthesis, and all that stuff. Isn't it wonderful the way the origin of all things has laws to sustain our existence, to um, understand the beauty of the origin of all things, and eternally loving each other through those natural laws. Isn't it wonderful? And I say to myself, it's wonderful, wonderful. Did you watch the open ceremonies and listen to the bullshit they talked about on the beginning of that propaganda for Gucci carrying cases for rocks? Yeah. Y'all do know I'm the Messiah and watch TV. Yeah. Tom Cruise knows it. Yeah, Tom Cruise at home invading Santa Fe, watching women get sexually abused by military units when they're children, and then it affecting their children, and Tom Cruise doing nothing about it, but you gave him an aircraft carrier, and he's got an ego problem, and he talks too fucking much. Um, uh, if he doesn't know who I am, he is the stupidest ego fucking maniac in the world, and I'm just making up shit about Church of Scientology having a virtual presence in my house in Santa Fe, and I'm just crazy, right? And if I'm just crazy, then he's just a tool bag, that Rockefeller and Rothschild set up, because I'm the real deal, and he's a ridiculous pile of shit. Argentina and Spain, they're playing for the rock and the Gucci case, right? Yeah. And listening to really bad music before this. It's like, what is this shit? Why, Ella Fitzgerald would be rolling over in a grave and shit. Shit. Yeah. That was a terrible song. I was like, who wrote that? What is this? Propaganda bullshit? Yeah. What do you sing before a rock and a Gucci case for make money that gets little girls raped to death in Mexico and killed by the COVID to try to stabilize the brain activity through bad science projects? What do you sing before that? You know what's the nice thing? It's going to happen before the year 3026, but by the year 3026, no one's going to remember Tom Cruise. No one's going to remember flagpole rags and war songs. No one's going to have to listen to people sing songs out of tune about mass murdering people over money and owning people as property and saying, hey, if you don't like it, you're walking on the fighting side of me. You dumb as fuck, right? You can sing a limerick real well for money, but you dumb as fuck, right? Jesus, take a hold and lead us through. He already did. Forgive that and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace. It's not his fault that you're illiterate and too fucking stupid to understand how to apply words in physics, right? But it is your salvation that Earl is like him and can correct your technology so we don't have to be like you, right? So, yeah. Earl Parsons. You all know who I am. Past, present, future operate at the same time. And you betrayed me for money again today. I still forgive you, but we've got quantum computing now. Everybody watching in 3026 is wondering, what the fuck was Tom Cruise thinking? Nicole Scherzinger, she sure is cute, but she's dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah, I'll give her that one. Jennifer Hudson, dream girl, keep on dreaming. Just keep on dreaming. I want a dream lover, so I don't have to dream alone. But who sings that? Is that Bobby Darin? I think it's not. Who sings Dream Lover, yo? Dream Lover, until then, I'll have to dream again, 'cause I want a Earl to call my own. No, Earl can only, Earl can only be, a husband to a faithful wife, the way Earl is. What if you have to have more than one? I'm gonna work yeah, I don't know. You know, if I have to stay on a place and and Rocky shows up and Steffi shows up and Amy shows up and all you people that act like I don't exist to hang out with Tom Cruise and is rocking a Gucci bag. Don't want to. You stay in Post Kid. You stay in New Jersey. It's the Garden State. Paint yourself orange. Go on the Jersey Shore. Take a vacation. Right? You'll be all right. James Gandolfini will put you in your last castle, and then you're Robert Redford and say those that can do and those that can't coach. You keep coaching. You don't have to coach yourself to live the Lord's Prayer. You just can and you do. And if you can't, keep coaching. But money isn't real, bitch. Right? Those that can do and those that can't coach. Wow. All right, Professor. All right, we got you. You gonna get us off Gilligan's Island? Funny. Hey, man. I keep telling you, all lying ass pathetic motherfuckers showing up at these stadiums with these mass murderers, man. I'm the Messiah and I watch TV. My life was told in stories way before I was born because I saved children from being like you. You can sing all the songs you want for money, but you ain't nothing but a bird in a cage acting like a bitch because you need money to fuck. And that's the truth. Remember that thing with the Higgs boson? Well, the Higgs boson is like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber going to save the girls from getting raped to death and killed by COVID and human trafficking because he has the courage and kindness to dive into hell to save people from home invasion, scientific perverts, and jocks that beat the shit out of each other in cages for money. That Justin Bieber's afraid to walk up to their face and say, Mike Tyson, stand up for the Lord's Prayer. You act like a bitch. Try to hit me. Do it one time. Come on, Mike. Hit me, motherfucker. I triple dog dare you. I'm skipping the regular playground etiquette. All right? Eat yet? No. Do you? To? All right. Okay. Come on, Mikey Mike. Get your Tyson on. You an astrophysicist too? You stargazing dumbass motherfucker. Hey, Mike Tyson, like I said in Sierra Vista, that one kid went out and did that in front of me in the street. And I was like, no, man, don't do that. I don't want to kill you because you're acting stupid because I'm on my way to work and you jaywalking across the street. If you were Mike Tyson, I'd run you over and go, was that Mike Tyson? Then back up and go, that was Mike Tyson. Shouldn't be jaywalking, dumbass. And then I got to go. I'll let the cops know, what's up, They have that on the news all the time. People will be jaywalking and someone will be driving and then someone will hit them because they're driving and don't expect people to be walking on a freeway. And then they'll say, oh, and the person was got done. The police went and got them. It's like, I was driving to my job. There was an open lane. Someone was jaywalking where they weren't supposed to be. And I hit them and it killed them because they had no regard for their life. Just like you have no regard for life and won't stand up for the Messiah in New Mexico. Right? You guys do shit like this all the time. Report it to Crime Stoppers. You can get $100 and go to a casino and play slot machines that are computers that tell you you're as dumb as fuck and you believe it. Shit. And I believe it too. You prove it to me on a daily basis. In the year 3510, God's coming. He ought to be here by then. God's omniscient, omnipotent. Jesus Christ is the eternal spirit of the perfect Father that saves us from your desire to keep going higher and higher. Balance, harmony, and understanding. You don't want to listen to Tom Cruise talk anymore. He's a complete dumbass. You don't want to sing stupid songs for stupid people in a blue dress. You're not a devil in a blue dress. You're cute. Go enjoy life with people you have sex with and money, but you don't have to carry home a rock and a Gucci case to feel successful or accomplished. Come on now, baby. Come on. Jovi, Jova. Yeah. What was the song that Patrick said it was about Corey? Corey, anoche voy pensando. Yeah, because he told Corey, because your name's in this one. Corey. What is the name of that song? What is the name of that song? Damn it. I can't remember. It's on the, Bim 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 Maria and Amor 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 Amor. One of Patrick's favorite albums. Cody, J. Bobby. I'm getting it, guys. I'll get it. I know I know the whole melody, most of the song. What is the name of that song? I can't remember the name of the song. It's not Yeah, Patrick likes that one too. Patrick. I love Patrick. Yeah. He's a poor soul trapped in a flesh prison by a bunch of perverts that deny the truth of his old man and act like his old man don't exist. And it's like, you do know we have quantum computing now. And okay, Superman will save us. No, Supergirl will save us. No, Moana will do it. No, we will do it, man. If we all get blunted and pretend our metaverse glasses are reality, then these glasses that get run over by a truck tire will be shortly banned by the federal agency of water pressure that could blow a fucking tree trunk apart. And it's like, yeah, you might want to, be careful with those kind of things. I could see some asshole doing that to somebody's thigh because he doesn't like him. I live in Los Estados Unidos. I live in a fucking crazy ass place you've never heard of before in the year 3026. What was that? Okay, let's go look at the archives. We don't want to look at that shit. Don't make it stop. Make it go away. It's best, if your past totally sucks, it's best not to revisit it and do Little House on the Prairie again. They were doing this and that they did not own the trees. Just because some asshole writes it on a piece of paper doesn't mean that God isn't the essence of the tree. You build yourself a cabin to live in, okay? He was just sitting there, going in there, knowing that these violent sex cults would mass murder each other. So he could go in and have farmland after all the raiding, mass murdering sex cults were dealt with by the town destroyers, George Washington. Okay, yeah. Guys, when you went out west, those people would see you coming and did the same things that they did to their neighbors for tens of thousands of years. And they're the noble. It's like Mark said to that lady from Scandinavia that called him the devil because he was part German. You're the devil because you're part German. He said all these Navajo guys are going to do to you is take you out in the desert, get you high, fuck you, and then kill you and brag about it in the bar next week. And they did. You're so politically correct, you couldn't figure out what your ancestors were like if they fucked you half to death before they killed you. If the love fits, wear it, baby. And if it feels good, put it on. And your eternal wretchedness can't save you from selling stupid songs. You got desire? I simply adore the Gospels. I'm like Blaise Pascal. Tom Cruise ain't. Hey, Cruiser, you're a bitch, aren't you? You are one of the ugliest motherfuckers I ever saw in my life. You talk. You are so fucking ugly. I'm so damn gorgeous, I can hardly contain myself. I look at myself and I think if I'm a woman, I was like, I want to wake up every morning next to that man, and I want to go to bed looking at him and see the sunset through his eyes, and then see those beautiful eyes looking at me, and realizing I'm the woman that makes him feel love. Because he deserves to feel loved, because he's the only man I've ever seen. And I've sat and watched him on a goddamn prison window as Space Ghost for 16 fucking years because of contributions from pieces of shit like you carrying home rocks in a Gucci bag, considering it great. Or my adrenaline's so much I wish I was down in there with Phil. Shut up! You are such a pussy. God damn. You cut your hair because you don't like to listen to your ancestors act like a pussy just like you, right? Oh, go out there, run around and kick a ball for money and act like you're a deity or something like that. Lexi, you cut your hair because you're dumb as fuck too, and you don't want to listen to your ancestors and descendants tell you, Lexi Lawless, shut the fuck up, please. Roll over and tell Kobe Jones the news. You know Brian was better than both of you. Why didn't you stand up for? Or no, that was long after Brian, right? No, it wasn't, because Brian and me was 19. Were you on the junior soccer team, you two bitches, and didn't stand up for Brian and tell the coach he's the best guy on the team? He's faster than all of us and can outjump us all in the box. Why are you cutting him? You didn't care. You just wanted your endorsement deals for dicks, huh? Dicks do what dicks do. Oh, I'm Brian Leroy Hall's Raph. He's my ooch. Life's eternal grace is infinite. The ghost of John Hall and Pat Hall, if Pat's still with us, I hope she is, it compels you. John, he probably got killed fucking somebody else's wife. It might have been by his own wife. We don't talk that way around your mother. He fucks around and it hits home, and then he can't live with the fact of what he does with his dick. It's not my fault. He spies on me in a dorm room and wants me to have sex with Sergeant Gillette with Jeff Donald at the same time. That ain't gonna fucking happen. Hell no. I'm not putting my naked ass before that Brokeback Mountain cowboy with anybody. No. He got drunk, and he was drunk. Don't you put your lips anywhere near my body, and I'm not gonna have sex with a woman at the same time with someone like Jeff Donald, a drunken, bigoted, Wyoming Brokeback cowboy. Shit, you make your movies. You have Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger pretend to be you so you can tell kids how to fuck each other to death for your drugs for health care. Not me, damn it. I stopped that motherfucker. I tell him, hey, you do that. You about to, guys, remember telling Jeff Donald that too. Don't you hit on me. You just drunk. Okay? And it takes me 5 minutes to beat you senseless because I'm nice. If you was sober, I'll smack you once across the head and say, fucker, don't you ever try to sexually come on to me. Why, for 1 New York minute, did I ever say, hey, Jeff, fuck me in the ass? Okay? You ain't Brokeback Mountain, motherfucker. Straighten up. Get drunk and burn the potatoes and almost burn down the dorms in Panama. He got lucky, because there is luck, because the Pentagon knows what they're doing when they put their underwear on in the morning, right? He got sent to rehab, because he would have been killed the first night he went to the bar and got drunk and started talking and doing his shit in Panama. Or they slit his throat and left him in a back alley dead. Someone was looking after that fucking Brokeback Mountain homosexual Wyoming cowboy. It was probably the guy who made the case for the World Cup trophy, right? You feel empathy for homosexuals. Homosexuals don't want to sexually reproduce because they don't want to be like you. The Versace look. Got your Gucci going on? Nobody wants to grow up to be you or like you. Nobody does, right? Because homosexuals don't have babies that grow up. Nobody wants to grow up to be like you. Everybody wants to grow up to be like me. The lover of men, the defender of women's virtue, the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. Hey, Tom Cruise. Go to a P. Diddy party and get the fuck out of my face. Okay. Whatever you bring to this room, you're going to leave from this room with. This is quantum computing. I've told you over and over and over again. Earl ain't playing, and David Rockefeller and Philip Rothschild set you up with 9/11, with the desire to keep going and higher with an unlimited checking account. Sherry Long. Those are the daddy planes and the mama planes and the baby planes. Right? How are you any different than her, Tom Cruise? How is that general who got her kicked out of the Air Force because she wasn't fit to be in the Air Force any better than she is? Okay. He has an unlimited checking account to mass murder people because scientists say it's the ends justifies the means. And we can't get them to do anything they don't want to do. And we can program them like we're programming a video game. And he's in charge and he's large. Right? That stupid ass that was sitting in the van with me. The man. Raph. You the man, Ralph. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm Ooch's friend. Brian Leroy Hall he's my friend. Winds in his hair? No, I was winds in his hair. Brian was, just get me back, mate. You're the best football player I've ever played against. No wonder you Americans suck at soccer. That officer, you Yanks are a card. I don't know who he is, but if he's still alive, it's like I met him. And I met his best friend, who was the best football player that ever played on an organized soccer team in the United States, you know. And the fucking coach fucked it up because he said the South American small football player was becoming a dinosaur and would be neutralized by the strong, more athletic, genetically engineered Europeans. Yeah. And what happens? Well, the Argentinians genetically engineered their own little guy, their own new Diego Maradona, called him Lionel Messi. Yeah, covered him with tattoos and put him in beer commercials and had him selling potato chips wrapped in plastic while Earl was saying, hey, y'all might want to listen to me and stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. You don't have to. Okay. It's not time yet. The time to stand up for the Lord's Prayer with the Messiah was year one. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Holy Pascal's triangle, Batman. Right? Yeah. I hate it when people lie. I hate it when people deny children the Lord's Prayer. I hate it when children get raped to death in brothels and young men are turned into bitches that will murder and kill over it. And Brian Cohen and Jerry Bruckheimer movies like you. Yeah, I got your Ang Lee movie right here. I got your Flying Dove and your dueling motorcycles right here. You are such a bitch. Okay? You deserve this. You and Dave Miscavige. Okay? What you did to my Amy and my Natalie, and me and Patrick had to protect them from people like you, and it caused great distress and insecurity and doubts and all of Natalie's siblings, and had every leg lifting, stupid, insecure, stupid son of a bitch for everywhere town we went trying to fuck my wife to try to outfuck me. And then we all know for sure all the Jack Reachers and Giant Ryans and the Tom Cruise wannabes, but Tom Cruise ain't fucking my wife better than I could fuck my wife. I never fucked my wife. I always loved my wife. Even when she asked me to fuck her, I was only doing it to try to keep her happy because I loved her and I love her kids. And I love Surrey better than he can. Surrey to a picnic. Right? You in the fifth dimension? Up and away in your beautiful balloon? You're such an asshole, Tom Cruise. And everybody knows. I bet you Nicole Scherzinger knows better what an asshole you are than you do. I bet you she sits down and goes, I'm a good Polynesian woman with good Polynesian relatives. I love Henry Kahiahui too. Dwayne, your Johnson has gotten the best of you and you fuck yourself in your own head with your own ego. You too, Jason. You might want to tell your mom that she's not your mom, that Nicole Kidman is not Aquawoman. And the place that you think you came from, it doesn't exist except in an Oompa Loompa's imagination. Yeah. Man, when you show up to hang out with mass murderers to sell clothes and sing really bad limericks for money, you might want to reevaluate your situation and assess yourself eternally in Pascal's triangle in your head and ask yourself, was Lucy Parsons right? Yeah, don't ever fool yourself into thinking that the rich will let you simply vote away their perception of wealth. Kai, because the rich are fools who perceive their wealth as a high wall of safety, and the poor plead for mercy, and the rich answer of insults, and it's wrong to acquit the guilty and deny justice to the innocent. And I simply adore the Gospels because I understand mathematics, science, and history better than any pile of shit nuclear weapon building, Nobel Prize winning turd bag. And if they can't admit that to themselves, damn, you're finally a man when you can. God damn, I was a turd bag before Earl came and turned me into a man again. Well, because I love you. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. You can look at the sperm donor and then you can look at the man and say, that man's my father. You're a sperm donor for money, playing to your ego to have your ego replace Earl as my father. Who's your Adam? right? Who's your Adam? ATOM, that's getting the best of your imagination, trying to break everything down to fit in your brain and make your brain the cosmos and the origin of all things. The ADAM, that's the immaculate heart of the Ark of the Covenant. Day one, year one, right? Holy Mount Zion, just see it in Mount Zion. And rules of creation, everywhere. We're jamming. What you wah wah wah. Maybe you should have sang that. That would be a good song to sing at the beginning of the ceremony of let's all stand up for one love and the Lord's Prayer and recognize the beauty of Earl's cousin Nesta. But no, you couldn't do that. You had to be a bunch of bitches for a rock and a Gucci bag. Hey man, I can't live the Gospels for you. I can only live them for myself. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the light and the way. Okay. I can't do it for you. Okay, Zora Neale Hurston? Okay? Oh boy. Well, God made one duck at a time, right? Well, let's make sure that your bullshit is tea cake. Short and sweet. What happens? We'll ask Jody Starks to the game to do the marketing and Logan Killix to get rid of all the bullshit that has TK getting killed because they's going gambling. Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. Eyes are watching God? No. No. Eyes watch because God is. If God is not, there will still be God, but no eyes to watch anything. Supernova, black hole, supernova. There is no time. Not for you. Not for you, because you don't reflect the beauty of the appreciation of the gift of it. No cantaloupe parties for you. No, it's so easy to fall in love for you. No kangaroo for you. No Malaki Batma for you. Okay? You understand? No one in this world loves Amy and her daughters and her sons more than me. Okay? Especially not the goddamn sperm donors at the fucking bar trying to help fuck me because they think Navy SEALs have my life sealed in their data centers. Help you I will. Right. Yeah. Near, far, opposite. The big fat cat had settled on the rabbit. He's supposed to be wet, but he fled instead. I got to put that on my MP3 today. Yeah. And I gotta put feelings, Brian's favorite, last night I was trying to hear it in the bar and I couldn't hear it. Can't afford to lose miss. And one thing I forgot to say, her name was what was her name again? I'm from Passé, she came. Oh no. What was her name again? I forgot. I still can't remember what the name of that song is. Cody. I have it on the computer over there. I'll just, instead of trying to remember and break my brain trying to remember, I'll just go over Gypsy Kings. Okay, that's it. That's the name of that song. I'm not going to rack my brains. Guys, what's important is the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer, the eternal freedom that it gives us when we understand it and humbly accept it. The humility of submitting to the faith of Psalms. The humility of the humble wisdom to sustain it. Holy covenants, Batman. Justice League? There is no league to justice. Justice is living the freedom of the Lord's Prayer, sustaining it with the faith of Psalm, understanding it with the faith of Psalms and sustaining it with the wisdom of Proverbs. Lucy Parsons. Don't ever be fooled into thinking that the wealthy will simply let you vote their wealth away. It doesn't exist. It's all a house of cards from Cousin Vinny. The tuna can's in your pocket and money's not real. What happens? I'm pretty sure since we're not at war with each other, with the organic world, the world's super smart space aliens and our disgusting disease killing them all. I'm pretty sure, since we're not at war, we won't have to take tuna and put it in cans and sell it for retail and sell it like that. You might put it in a little, plastic thing and freeze it and then bring it out and thaw it out and eat it and save it for a rainy day if you needed it. Fresh is better. Yes, but that's not how life with human beings and feeding human beings and storing food for human beings always works. So, refrigeration is a new kosher. Oh, it's better than sausage casings that don't digest real well. Yeah, sausage, that's a tough one. It tastes really good. Fresh meat is always better. Grind it up, make a hamburger. About curing pig meat and stuff like that. Pig meat. How do we... You're going to have to understand science and very proper ways to prepare it and cook it and eat it. Don't over breed and over, see the pig as a food source for economics because they're easy to sting because they can live in disgusting conditions. And you'll probably eat less pig and less pizza and less pepperoni and the best of your sausage and stuff there. You probably might eat a little bit more beef because cattle live a bit more cleanly. And unless, of course, they're in India being part of a mind fuck by people that consider themselves wealthy while the poor plead for mercy, and they give them karma, which isn't real. This shit they made up like unicorns and psoriasis medicine and a medical card by an idiot with glasses that calls himself a doctor but can't see his way out of his own astigmatism is caused by his own stress through his own economic conflict that he invented 10,000 years ago with other pussies like Stephen Hawking. What a boner. Wow. Is math any good if you can't understand how to be humble? No, it sucks. You're just fucking with numbers and putting, good Lord gave us nuclear energy and we'll put all the nuclear waste in your swimming pool. No, because it affects all of us. Don't be a dumbass. You're not Nikola Tesla. You're an asshole taking his eternal forms of communication to help conduct energy better, to make yourself into the world's richest target for AI to exterminate from the face of the planet because he's the biggest threat to mankind. Yeah. Do you know Tom Cruise? Really, Elon? What's your Musk? He's speaking every time he talks. You can try to save people and help keep their kids safe from their dad's ego and their grandpa's murder of people with uranium in South Africa, but it's pata time. Yeah, that woman was angry and very mean. Haile Selassie didn't like her very much. No, he loved the way she sang. But she had her priorities all mixed up and she was wrong about more things than she was right about. And she thought she sang songs about things that were right. And he was like, no, you're too angry to be right. You're not very good with money? That's because money's not real. So you're not very good with understanding love. A lot of people did not like Haile Selassie. A lot of people didn't like Jiddu Krishnamurti. I'm all right with that because a lot of people really don't like me. And you know why? Because when you're a liar and you're selfish, there's no way you can fucking like you. That's why you always think you always have to learn how to love yourself before you can love anyone else and have yourself to give. All right, guys, I love you. Only 2 minutes left. God says this message is about your angels are calling. Listen to these people. They're full of shit. God is telling something about your daughter. That she's a prostitute for money and you sent her to school so she could get indoctrinated for better institutionalization for her eternal wretchedness of incarceration. Meet me in New York. Full Ron Khan movie. Brooke Nevin. Trump is not okay right now. Trump just got caught running new White House. Well, Trump's in Jersey at in the luxury boxes with the mass murderers standing next to Barron's mommy. Yeah, I saw it on the TV. It's Ghost, it's Space Ghost. I was watching Ghost do shit on TV for money. And now they're watching my Space Ghost take 2 hours or less or more to load because NASA sucks, NASA sucks. And I stand by that message. And NASA should too. Own it, bitch. So you can stand up for the Lord's Prayer and stop trying to own being a bitch with cozy jazz, morning outside ambiance. Yeah, fuck you. Just live the Lord's Prayer.